In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical.
Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing you another episode of House Flipper, and I just noticed the laptop gives away exactly the time and date that I'm recording this. Okay, did not know it did that. All right, let's go back in. So before I was like, where do we find these portfolios? I could not find these pictures in a format that I could get in the files. It's right here. Let's look at X's Revenge. This is how it looked before. And here's the after. I noticed I left the chairs. Nothing. I didn't straighten up. I just cleaned and got the GTFO'd. So, yeah, I could have cleaned up a little bit. They don't pay you anymore for it. I mean, if it's a job where I'm not trying to spruce something up or make something, just like get in there and clean and replace the radiator he stole. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go the extra mile because you're not going to pay me for it. On to our next jobs. Radiators, paint the walls, baby on the way, or need to remove some bushes. I know I have the weed eater now, but let's go ahead and do the radiators. Should be a pretty simple job if I remember correctly. A lot's changed, but now I did. Okay. I like the sounds that they have for different flooring. When I'm outside, it's in the grass, it shouldn't sound like I'm walking across tile. So developer, something you need to work on, please. Several radiators need to be replaced. That's right. I have to go into the tab one. I'm like sitting and trying to remember how to do this. Mount devices. I do like how the tasks right here, it tells you exactly what you need to do. Let's see. We'll go for the cheapest radiator, of course. Make as much money as possible. Now, that would be the wrong way. Had I been doing this, there we go. I upped the difficulty, but that wasn't much. All right, so what did I just unlock? Handyman. Oh God, I'm trying to remember what was the hardest part of stuff to do. Well, since I'm doing a lot of mounting right now, let's just use 20% faster mounting. I guess that's appropriate. That one's already there. And then I'm going to up the difficulty. I went from easy to normal. Aha. Want me to do a sync. Oh, let's wait. I'm going to set this to more difficulty real quick. Gameplay. Assemble mode hard. How hard can it be? Tablet. Now this is a little cheaty. I do like this. Go right in. We're going to give them the El Cheapo sync, I think. The El Cheapo sync. These are early. Can't mount that until I get the fixtures that are necessary. So this lets you kind of cheat and get in there, but it doesn't give you the Oh, they've added a lot. So I think that's right. I have to get in here and unscrew this. Then I can buy the sink, I think. It's been a while. Yes, now it turns green. And there's symbol. I've got water running. I'm making a mess, which I'll have to clean now. There we go. Should have done those first, so it would have diminished the mess. So this is the, if you don't do things in their proper order, you get the do-do, and you know you're doing something wrong. Oh, I just made it start leaking again. Now if I were to turn it on, I'm still going to have the issue of, oh. Put the O-ring on. Okay, well, I definitely made a mess. There's like a lot of water sounds, even though this should be cleaned up. Let's see if the mopping gets rid of the ocean sounds. Yes, okay, that's kind of weird, but okay. So now they wanted me to put a radiator here. I don't have to do anything special on this one. I think it's just buy a radiator and install it. I do use these a lot when I'm doing builds, so you'll get used to seeing these all the time. Assemble. So it'll let you do things somewhat wrong. You can't complete, skip complete sets or anything. Oh, I did it again. Gonna create another mess that I have to clean up. Of course, it sounds like I'm walking through an ocean now. And unfortunately, that's behind. Do I have to move or let me cheat and get back there? It lets me cheat and get back there. Okay, that's good. And the last room that needs to be done. Radiator over here. The hardware and plumbing's already installed, so I just got to install the radiator. Assemble. Can I do this one without leaking? No. I don't know if there is a way to do it with actually out leaking some. Hey, I'm just cleaning the floor. The floor needed a good mopping. That's all I'm doing. Job complete. Complete job. Well, let's not photograph it. At least it's not showing my mistakes with the water pouring over the place. So I will accept that. It could have been a lot worse. These are really boring jobs. I didn't do anything in the kitchen. Why are you taking it before? I didn't do anything out there. Why would I waste my money doing something they're not going to pay me for? Now, you get me in a house that I'm actually selling, then I go full bore and I decorate like crazy. Additional. Oh, this gives you the. I think. Oh, knocking the walls down, I think, is what accesses plaster. I was confused. I thought it was something you had to unlock, but it's not. Recently, large rooms becoming popular. You want me to knock down some walls? Let's go knock down some walls. This is, in my opinion, one of the big things. Yep, paint roller. Because when you take certain jobs, you unlock certain things. If you go into the skills, I don't think I have. Handyman. Let's do 20% faster plastering. I'm probably going to be doing some of that. For now, I'm just going to take the extra payment. I need to make as much money as I possibly can before I start flipping houses. So the walls that are marked in red are the ones that they want you to take out. And the demolition is one of those things that you want to definitely upgrade as fast as possible. There is a lot of demo in this game. If you're going to pick this game up, definitely look at trying to get the demo upgraded as fast as possible. And that basically means any house that you're doing any kind of renovations in, if you want to raise the skill up faster, the best way to do that is to just demolish walls. Even if you had no plan to remove the wall, just demolish it and spend the extra money to build the wall up, build the wall back. It's worth it to get the skill, in my opinion. Doesn't mean my opinion always is right, but trust me. Let's go for faster demolition for now. Then we'll do the strength one later. But the skills go up pretty quick. But I do say the amount of money you have to put in to get the skills to go up is definitely worth it. Do I have the sail tool? I do. That wall is going, so I don't want to earn money this way. Okay, typically that's what you do. Like this wall. They'll let me sell the door, but it won't let me sell the light switch, which is going to fall on the ground and it's going to look horrible now. I remember that being an issue the last time I played this game. We'll find out if it's still actually an issue. And you'll notice I like to bust at the bottom and then see what I'm saying. It falls to the ground. I knew it was going to happen. I was trying to get rid of it ahead of time. And now that becomes like a piece of dirt. If you're being graded, like you're trying to sell a place and the seller looks at the place and there's a light switch on the ground, the seller will say that the house is dirty. And it'll be because of that stupid light switch, which is why I was trying to get rid of it ahead of time. Because, you know, I know what the sellers are trying to look at. Oh, God, some of those sellers are so hard to sell to. I even made videos. That's one thing I told myself is, okay, when I get ready to go sell to some of these harder sale people to sell to, I'll let myself go watch my old videos to figure out how to sell to that one particular buyer, which is a complete jerk. Now, you can't demolish the outside walls. Nothing you can do there, just FYI. Now, it looks like, yeah, this wall is basically completely taken down. There we go. I could also, probably what I should have done is just move the couch out of the way. Oh, new skill point. See, that's why these jobs, people are like, I could have just like got past this and started trying to spruce up the place that I'm in and then selling it and get enough money to, you do have to do a certain number of jobs, but these jobs really help in getting stuff unlocked for you and getting the skill to make the rest of the actual gameplay not so tedious, because it can get kind of tedious. Like trying to bust out this wall. Yeah, if you step back for a second, the game starts thinking, okay, so this has to be destroyed and this has to be destroyed. You kind of give it a second to fall apart and it opens up the next part. Come on. All right. Nope, there's that one tiny little yellow spot. I gotta take care of that. Sweet. Now I think if it'll let me remove them. At no profit, but I get to remove them. Job's done already. Yes? No. Task. Oh, Sleepy Blue. Oh, large, medium, small paint cans. Oh, that's new. Okay. Well, let's do a medium paint can and we'll see how that goes. Or this one. Paint with color, Sleepy Blue. Okay, so it is this one here. My paint roller is going to be slower than snail snot, unfortunately. But that is the thing. And oh, yeah, if it wasn't the destruction, the next most important thing that you have to upgrade, and I swear you need to, is painting. Painting can take forever. And you do a lot of painting in this game. and you'll waste a lot of paint because you're watching me. I'm inadvertently painting over spaces I've already painted. So knowing your colors, knowing when you've completed the job. Also on these, it'll drive you crazy. You have to paint the inside of the windows, and there's a little right there. It's under the window, but it still counts towards you getting the room painted. So right there, actually, it's just like you're painting that little sliver. If you don't paint that little sliver, it'll say that the room isn't painted, and you'll be like, it is painted. I can't see anything. It doesn't, isn't the right color. And that's usually what it is. At least in my experience, it's where I always seem to forget. Now, there is a skill where once you've painted an area, the game won't put more paint there. See, I'm wasted a little bit of paint to show you that. Also, it's so much easier to paint if you don't have stuff in the way. Just FYI. Won't waste paint on an area's already painted wall. I think that's probably the best upgrade to stretch my paint out, because that saves money. Now you'll see it won't try to paint an area that's already been painted. So that's one of the really good upgrades. It also helps you find areas where you've missed painting. And I'm probably going to need some more paint. I'm going to get this finished and I'll bring you guys back. Well, I've got all the walls painted. I would have liked lighter walls over here and leave the darker walls over here, but the game wanted me to do what the game wanted me to do. Go ahead and sell back the paint that wasn't used, which is really nice that you can get away with that, because in real life you can't. And that job is complete. I like that blue wall that there was in there, so. Oh, there's a little I feel bad. I didn't catch that. I missed that part. Oh well. I'm still getting paid and they were happy with it, but typically I would have cleaned that up. I'm playing so lazily right now. All right, we can skip that. And you can skip the portfolio. I think it still takes the images, but you can skip the process if you don't want to sit there and watch it, which is nice for what I'm doing, making videos. Trying to make entertaining videos, but this game can be a little, but this is one of those games where if you're having a really stressful day, this is a really nice way to wind down a long day. Because for the most part, this game isn't stressful. Unless, of course, you're trying to sell to one idiot. I have unlocked the brush cutter, otherwise known as a weed whacker. Whackity, 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 whackity. I don't know why I'm doing that. It wasn't me, it was somebody else. And I only have the weed whacker, but the good part is now that I have the weed whacker, all right, I can use it to mow the grass, which means I can even mow the grass at my place and get free skill up. I can do that in between. Eventually, that's what I'll end up doing, is I will clean up my own place off camera. And what I'll probably do is show you my skill points before I start, and then show you when I'm done. Because then you'll see the benefit of, even though the game doesn't require you in the beginning to do it, eventually you're going to want to sell that place. Then you'll want it cleaned up. Go and keep cutting the grass. But that way you'll see, even though you don't have to, you kind of can cheat. And once you have things unlocked, you can get skill ups in your own place to make the jobs that you're required to go do and you're getting paid for get done a lot faster. Now, what I'm looking for is, you see that little dot? There's a little dot on the mini map. There used to be, let's see, is it plus and minus? I'm trying to, I know there's a way to enlarge the map, but I forget how to do it. But if you'll look right in front of the cursor, there's a tiny little spot of grass. You can barely see it there. That will detract from you trying to sell a place, if there's any, and I always put my weed whacker into the wall and I run it like this and along all the bushes, because there's like little bits of dark green that if you don't take care of, your seller will complain about it and they'll pay you less money than what the place could go for. Now I was able to jump in the back. I was going to say, sometimes you can jump over and just get back here. So I'm going to run it along the fence line first, getting all those places where it could be stuff that I can't get to. Not that this seller or not this homeowner cares. Just as long as the majority of the grass is cut, you'll get a completion for the grass. Now, I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me cut grass all day. I'm going to get the grass done, and I'll bring you guys back. Well, I've got all the grass cut, and now I have to go 1 and 2. In 1, they want me to get rid of the shrubs, and you get rid of them by selling them. I'm trying to cut them, and you sell them. And they want me to roll grass out. Now, rolling the turf can be kind of interesting. Oh, they have extra large, large, medium, small, extra small. I think this will take more than a medium. Let's cancel tab. Let's try a large. Large is too big, unfortunately, which means, how about smalls? 1. Now you can do by many. I forgot about that. And you can, oh, no. Actually, no, I don't think a medium will fit there now. I have to do straight smalls. Let's do small and by many. And then that way, rotate. That's right. Mouse wheel rotate. Shift. And it rotates to the straight and netto for you. I think that's going to leave little strips, but then to use them, why are you saying I can't write turf on this surface? And then E to cut. Okay. But it's not letting me use this. All right, let's see if it'll let me pick it up. And shift it over just a little bit. Will that make you happy? Yes. And it makes me happy because I don't have to worry about the awkward part of trying to get these tiny little lines. Because I remember that would be an issue before as well. That you had, it wasn't necessary, it was considered covered, but there'd be like this tiny little line all the way down of the part that wasn't covered, and it looked horrible. And the game was happy, but I wasn't. Now, I can complete the job right now, but it's not complete. Why did I pull that out? Not what I wanted. They want more grass. Let's see if I can get a medium to cover most of this area. And let's see if I can make one of those. Okay, you can see that tiny little line over there now. And that's what I like to try to avoid. I decided to do it now so I could at least show you what the line looks like. This part right here is outside the grainer. The game will give me credit for completing it, even though it looks like crud. So, yeah, that's a thing. A thing that would drive me crazy when I was playing this game before. Ooh, actually, let me try one of the bigger ones. How about extra large? Whoa. There's a job where I remember laying all these out ahead of time, and that would make it so much easier to do. And you also want to get the best spread you can, but you don't get to reuse the roll. Once the roll's been used, the roll is used. So I'm going to cheat here, and I think I'll use a small one, because I think I can cover both areas with one small one. Which is not a cheat. It's just, a smart way of doing it. And you can't run. You can only walk forward to get this done. And that job's complete. 100%. Decent amount of money, too. I'll go ahead and skip it. It still saves. Okay, save file. So it's still saving the files, but you can skip the process. I'll show that process if I'm doing a lot of interior decoration, design, and that kind of stuff work. If not, then yeah, it's really not that important. All right. Now, so at what point can I buy my own house? Well, I don't have enough money. Oh, actually, that's not true. 39, I could buy a house and start for. Oh, that's the cyberpunk one. Looked kind of cool though. And this is the turtle house. It's supposed to be like an April Fool's joke. I had noticed they didn't add a lot of new houses. There's a few with the DLCs that come in. A lunar house? House on the moon, huh? Okay, I didn't know that was there. Yeah, they had the Home Alone house before. The haunted house. Remember that one. So maybe I still have stuff to unlock because I don't see all the... Because I've got the HD TV and I thought that was supposed to... Maybe when I get into that gameplay, stuff will change. So this place that you bought, you can turn around and sell it. This is a house that you can target. I forget. I want to say it's the nerd. The guy who is really hard to sell to. I think this first place that you get is one of the easiest to make it so he'll like it. So I'm probably not going to sell this right away. I'll keep doing jobs to have enough money to purchase my first house, flip it, and I'll just keep this one as, I mean, I'll fix it up, but it's going to be slowly. Usually I would use this as my kickoff point. I would go ahead and demolish all the stuff, clean everything, try to turn as big a profit on it as possible by putting this real, and I'm going to be doing a lot of Japanese gardens. I will try to change like the modern style garden. I use that to, I can usually put a modern garden. I could put a modern garden around this place and more than double the sell value of it, how much it's worth to be sold just from the garden itself. I don't know if they've fixed that with the game where you can't do all that, but that's what I used to do. But I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. I've been Critical. This has been House Flipper. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.